Good, happy Saturday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, Manchester police investigate possible shot fired near first responders. Manchester police are investigating a report of a single gunshot heard by first responders on Elm Street early Saturday morning. Windham police search for bank robbery suspect. Windham police say the Citizens Bank at 115 Indian Rock Road was robbed around 9 a.m. today. Police finds man's body at Stonehouse Pond in Barrington. Barrington police responded to Stonehouse Pond Saturday morning for reports of a possible suicidal man armed with a gun, officials said. Tim Kaine discussed economic plan during rally at St. Elmsome. Democratic vice presidential candidate Tim Kaine spoke at St. Elmsome College in Manchester on Saturday. New Hampshire Olympic takes home gold in women's rowing 8 boat. Tessa Gobby of Chesterfield began rowing in 2006 as a high schooler at Northfield, Mount Hermon. On Saturday morning, Gobby and the rest of the U.S. women's 8 team rowed their way to gold. Robbery victim defends self, stabs suspects in Manchester parking garage. There will be no charges filed against the victim of a robbery after he defends himself by stabbing his assailants. Manchester police join community cleanup. Manchester police officers lent a helping hand at the Elmwood Gardens housing complex on Friday. Woman dies after being found face down in Arias Pond. A Rochester woman has died after she was found face down in Arias Pond in Barrington on Thursday night. Rockfest was today. A free, fun family festival was held today at White's Park in Concord. Vice presidential nominees appeal to Granite State voters. The 2 men vying for vice presidency made appeals to Granite State voters, hoping to shore up support in New Hampshire. Granite Staters use ice cream, swimming pools to beat record heat. Granite Staters were trying to find ways to beat record-setting heat that moved into New Hampshire on Friday. Statewide bear warning issued due to lack of natural food. Fish and game officials are warning New Hampshire residents to be on the lookout for an increased number of hungry bears that are roaming the state. Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel grab lunch at Sanbornville Diner. Workers at a diner in Sanbornville had some famous guests on Friday. Motorcyclists escort Vietnam veteran to final resting place. A Vietnam veteran and lifelonging motorcycle enthusiast was given a ride Friday to his final resting place as a gift from his son and dozens of fellow motorcyclists. Louisiana flooding. 2 dead, more than 1,000 rescued from high waters. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
Try new Rhinocort allergy spray. Mumble no more.
All right, now to that state of emergency, switching gears here in Louisiana this morning as raging floodwaters sweep through the state and neighboring Mississippi. Now, crews carrying out hundreds of rescues overnight, and their work surely isn't over. ABC's Philip Mena is in Baker, Louisiana with the latest. Good morning, Philip.
Ryan, good morning. The rain here is relentless. So many homes and businesses here like this one evacuated, and this morning underwater. Some parts of Louisiana hammered with nearly 2 feet of rain in the last 24 hours. This morning, the South is under siege. Louisiana and Mississippi bearing the brunt of torrential rainfall and flooding. Some parts of the state seeing 3 months worth of rain in less than a day. Residents trapped and desperate to be rescued. Like this family in East Baton Rouge, Louisiana, forced to leave their flooded home and walk through the rushing water with a baby in tow. Their local sheriff stepping in to help them cross safely.
The sheriff has the infant trying to keep the baby dry.
For this man, through the window was the only way out, pulled from his sinking vehicle to safety by a good Samaritan.
I just told him, don't panic. I'm here for you. I'm going to get you out this water.
Neighbors and friends in the flooded communities helping one another get to safety. In one case, the flooding turning deadly. Just north of Baton Rouge, a 68-year-old man killed after being swept away by floodwaters strong enough to knock this tractor trailer off the highway. The National Guard called in to help. The governor of Louisiana declaring a state of emergency. And the rapidly rising rivers is now a big problem here. Several already at flood stage and expected to hit record levels. The rain here not stopping anytime soon. It is going to be a rough day ahead here. Ryan?
Really coming down there, Philip. Stay safe over there. Thank you so much. Rob Marciano tracking those floodwaters and what's ahead for that part of the country. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Ryan. Like Philip just said, I mean, it's not moving and it continues to come down. This has all the moisture of a tropical storm, but it's just sitting right north of the Gulf of Mexico, tapping all that moisture. You can see the rainfall just continues to dump on eastern parts of Baton Rouge. A flash flood emergency again for some of the parishes just east of that city. Some of this moisture getting up into the Midwest, so we're worried about flood watches here. This is good right through the weekend from Cleveland, Ohio, back through the mid-south, including Memphis, as this tropical moisture not only moves north, but feeds into this cool front, and this stubborn area of high pressure really feeding all this north, and this has really been pumping up the heat across the East Coast. We've got dangerous levels of heat there. We'll talk more about that and the thunderstorms that have been produced by that heat here in the Northeast in about 10 minutes. Paula, back.
All right, look.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Swiss police report stabbing, fire on train, suspect held. Police in Switzerland say a Swiss man set a fire and stabbed people on a train in the country's northeast, wounding 6 people as well as himself. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.